Hello guys, welcome to my channel. This is Rio from Rio Academy. So let's talk about SMC and what SMC is and how can we trade using SMC and what are the criteria that we have to look for while we take a trade in SMC. Okay, so let me explain what is SMC. Okay, so SMC directly deals with huge money. Okay, in the sense it indicates banks. Okay, I'm so sorry, give me like 1 minute. Okay, yes, okay, it indicates banks, institutions, okay, or hedge funds and single big players or huge companies with huge margins. Huge company with huge margins. Okay, so why I am telling you about all this particular individual institutions or banks is because see, SMC, everybody doesn't have their large amount of capital, right? Say for example, if I have $10,000, the other person have $20,000, right? So when I am having $10,000, okay, the other person might have $100, the other person might have $50, right? So if you look, this is not a huge amount of margin we have to trade, right? So based on this we cannot decide on the movement of the market, right? If you place 10k, do you think market will move? If you place a trade using 100k, do you think market will move? 50k? No, there is no chance. Using this large amount of 10k, 100k and 50k, market will never give a momentum according to your plan. Okay, but using SMC concept we can look when banks or institutions, hedge funds, big players or huge companies with huge margins, nothing but huge companies with huge capital are trading. Okay, we have certain criterias for that. Okay, to look for using smart money concept, I'm going to teach you where these big players have come in to take trades. Okay, take trades. So we have criteria for it. Okay, the first one is going to be, let me change. Okay, the first one is going to be supply and demand. So we're going to learn about the difference between supply and demand, and after learning the supply and demand concept we are going to learn about break of structures and change of characters. So let me also elaborate it and write. Okay, break of structure and change of character. Okay, and the third thing we're going to look for is order blocks. Okay, and the fourth thing we're going to look for, 1 minute, blocks. Okay, and the fourth thing which we're going to look for is order flows. Okay, and the fifth thing we're going to look for is rejections, and the sixth thing we're going to look for is minor chodes. The seventh thing we're going to look for is engulfing. Okay, and the eighth thing which we're going to look for is liquidity. Okay, and in liquidity there are two parts. Okay, in liquidity there are two parts. Okay, one which we call as liquidity sweep and the other which we call as liquidity inducement. Okay, liquidity sweep and liquidity inducement. And the ninth thing which we are gonna look for is nothing but trade plan. Okay, except the ninth one, if you look properly into these particular scenarios, if you have all this, okay, all these criterias in the market, you can definitely execute a trade plan. Trade plan is nothing but inclusion of all this will give you a strategy. Using that strategy, you're going to trade according to your plan. Okay, and then comes the 10th one, risk. Okay, so 10th one is risk and reward. Okay, the 10th one is going to be risk and reward. Okay, so I hope these are the topics we're going to be covering in this particular class and also in upcoming class. So I'm going to elaborate each and everything to you guys, and I'm going to teach you how to look into this particular scenario. I'm going to give you few indicators to help you ease the pain of analyzing the market. Just not many, but according to me, I think there are few indicators which are very good in the market that accurately gives you this particular concept. So look, indicators can only indicate, okay, they cannot dictate. Okay, indicator, they can only indicate, but you have to have the talent to analyze the market whenever you think it's good for you to place a trade. Okay, so these are the concepts that we are going to be covering in today's class or session. So first thing first, we're going to look for supply and demand. Supply and demand. I'm going to go from very basic for this particular concept and teach you guys how to look for supply and demand. Okay, green. Okay, so we'll say when supply, when supply is greater than demand, what do you think price will happen? When supply is greater than demand, do you think the price will go up? No, definitely the price will come down. Price will come down. Okay, you got this point? 1 minute. Okay, now I think it's good on the screen. When supply is greater than demand, okay, the price will come down. I'll give an example. Let's say I have 100 ACs in my store, okay, to sell. Okay, I have a store, a nice, like a very big store, and I have 100 ACs or 100 washing machines. But when I see the demand in the market for the ACs, okay, it's only 50 people. Okay, only 50 people requires 100 ACs. So I will have a stock of another 50, right? I will have a stock of another 50 ACs. Let me clearly write it down for you guys. Okay, see, I have 100 ACs, okay, where only 50 people are willing to buy it. Okay, 50 people buying it. So I still have 50 ACs left in me, left in my store. Okay, do you think the price for this ACs are going to be remaining the same? No. See, the main thing for selling is you have to make discounts. So when do this discount comes in place? Right? When there are huge amount of stocks left in us, right? So we bought 100, so we have 50. Except from the margin, okay, we are not going to take the margin of profit. We're gonna look for the same amount which we buy it for, right? Say for example, I bought one AC for $50, just for an example, $50. So 100 into 50 is like $5,000, right? I am having a margin of 100, so where margin of $10, where I can make $6,000 in total. But unfortunately for me, 50 ACs are left over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give a discount. Certainly at some point of time it might lead up to loss, or it might lead up to break even. Break even is nothing but I invested $50, I'm getting $50, right? So in this scenario, so when supply is greater than demand, we have to look for the price to go down. Okay, because there are no lot many of people who are willing to buy this. Okay, so the next thing is demand is greater than supply. Okay, please make a note of it or keep this in your mind, because it's very important for you guys to understand how market works according to the supply and demand, because we are looking for supply and demand concept of SMC, smart money concept. Okay, smart money concept is nothing but a huge players, that inclusion of banks, institutions, hedge funds. Institutions are actually come under hedge funds, yeah, hedge funds. Certain other things, when they come into trade, we look for certain criteria, and according to that criteria we not trade it. So now we are looking for supply and demand examples and how we should look for it. Okay, so we already saw supply is greater than demand, will look for price will come down. So when demand is greater than supply, the price will of course go up. All right, the price will go up. Okay, why does the price go up? The same thing. Okay, the same thing. Okay, I have 100 ACs. Okay, but I have 150 people who are willing to buy it. Right, I have 150 people to buy it. Okay, same example, I bought for $100, right? 100 U as me as a vendor, I bought one AC for 100 USD. Okay, and I am going to sell for 200, but due to the demand in the market, I can also sell it for 250 to 300. I'm willing to do it because there is a huge demand in the market. I have 100 ACs, I have 150 people who are willing to buy it. According to me, I can increase the price where people will still buy it. Okay, so what can happen if I do this? The price will go up. The demand in the market for this particular AC is going up, right? And the final one, okay, and the final one, supply is equal to demand, or demand is equal to supply. Okay, what will happen? Price remains the same, right? Now let's have each topic compared to the market. Okay, before that, let me give an example for this too. Okay, supply is equal to demand, or demand is equal to supply. We have 100 ACs, 100 people, same price. Instead of increasing it or decreasing it, so I bought it for $100, I'm going to sell it for $200, and I sold it for $200. I bought 100, I sold 100, I made 100. That's it. I made 100 on each. I made give me one minute. I made 100 on each product. Okay, now let's compare it to market. Okay, supply is greater than demand, price will come down. Okay, when we talk about this in the market scenario, when supply is greater than demand, we call it as downtrend. Okay, so what are the factors we are going to see in downtrend? Okay, lower low and lower high. Okay, so this course is for people who are not even aware of trading and they want to trade. So this course is just for them. It's free, it's in my YouTube, it's going to be in my YouTube forever. So you can look at this anytime you want, and you can trade according to these concepts, so you can do it. Okay, so when we are looking for a downtrend in the market, so this is called downtrend. Okay, This is called downtrend. So we can look for lower high and lower low, and it's gonna continue the same thing. Okay, it's not like it's gonna stop here. Again, it's gonna come back, it's gonna go down. Okay, it's gonna go down, it's gonna give the same thing again, lower high, lower low. Okay, it's gonna continue towards the same. Okay, so I think you understand about the supply is greater than demand. We can see a downtrend in the market when demand is greater than supply. Okay, price will go up. Okay, when demand is greater than supply, price will go up. It's like this. What is this called in the market? It's called uptrend. Okay, it's called uptrend. Okay, so when it comes to price is going down, it's called downtrend. When it comes to price is moving upside, that is higher momentum, it's called it's called uptrend. Okay, so what do we see in uptrend? We can see higher high and higher low. Okay, higher high and higher low. I think I messed up. Okay, higher high, which is here, and higher low, which is here. Okay, higher high and higher low, and the same thing is gonna continue. Okay, it's gonna go down like this. Again, the trend continues, higher low and higher high. So I'm going to use a shortcuts like LL, LH, HH, HL. Okay, like this. So please bear that in mind. It all is the same. It's called lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Okay, okay, we look for demand is greater than supply and supply is greater than demand, right? Okay, here we look for supply is greater than demand, price will go down, it's called downtrend. 1 minute. Okay, but we have something else left in the market. It's called demand. It's called demand. Let me change the color. Okay, so you guys can understand it properly. Supply is equal to demand, or demand is equal to supply. The price remains the same. So it's quite simple in the market for us to understand. When supply is greater than demand, the price will go down. When demand is greater than supply, price goes up. But when demand is equal to supply or supply is equal to demand, we can see a phase called consolidation. Consolidation or sideways market is nothing but a market in the same place. A market in the same place. So if you ever enter over here, okay, why did I mark it as red? I marked it as red because it's not a place where we can trade. We can trade in downtrend, we can trade in uptrend, but we can never trade in consolidation phase until we have a proper momentum towards a singular side. Okay, singular side. Okay, I'm going to show you the examples. Okay, before that, there are types of supply and demand which is in the market. Okay, I'm going to have to show you what are the types of supply and demand in the market. Okay, I hope you guys understood this. Okay, there are four types of supply and demand in the market. Four types of supply and demand. Okay, there are four types. Okay, why was it so big? Okay, okay, this is type 1. This is type 2. Okay, this is type 2. Okay, and this is type 3. Okay, and this is type 4. Okay, this is type 4. Okay, this is type 4. So you can easily find out what the types of supply and demand. You can find it everywhere in the market. Okay, the first thing we're going to look for is the particular scenarios. Okay, this is called, the first type is called rally. This is the base. Again rally. This is the type 1. Okay, this is drop, base, drop. Okay, this is called drop, base, rally. Okay, rally, base, and this is drop. Okay, so these are the four types of supply and demand. Okay, where the first one is going to be rally based drop, rally based rally. The second one is going to be drop based drop. The third one is going to be drop based rally, and the fourth one is going to be rally based drop. Okay, this can be divided into two parts. Okay, this can be divided into two parts. This both can be called as continuation zone. Okay, see why this is called continuation zone is because, see, we had a rally, we had a base, and we again had a rally towards the top, right? The next one is we had a drop. Okay, we had a base, and again it dropped. See, it's going up. This is called uptrend. It's going in the uptrend, and this is going in the downtrend. I'm going to show the diagrams in the market, please don't worry. I'm going to show a plenty of examples in the market where we can find this kind of things. Okay, so we found continuation zone, and the next thing we found is reversal zone. Okay, this is called reversal zone. Why is it called reversal zone? See, here it is continuation. It dropped, again it dropped, it dropped, again it went up, right? It went up, again it dropped. So you can clearly see drop base rally, rally base drop, right? So these are the four types of supply and demand where you can find in the market. These are the only four types where you can use to your entire SMC concept. Okay, so this is called rally base rally, drop base drop, drop base rally, rally base drop. So these are the four types of supply and demand. Okay. Okay, so now let's get into the market. Okay, so for that you have to use an indicator called 50%. Okay, first is 50%. Okay, so actually I'm using blue color, that's why it's never changed the color. I'm going to use red for this one. Okay, so how do we actually manually calculate it's a 50% candle? Okay, so say for example this is a candle, this is the wick of the candle. Okay, wick is nothing but this lines over here which you can see. Okay, the lines over here which you can see. Okay, say for example you mark the candle 3 times. Okay, give me like 1 minute. Okay, apply defaults. Okay, so this was 2 3. So the third option where you can see fib retracement, right? Fib retracement, it looks something like this. Okay, it looks something like this when you double press it on the top, and when you go to the template. Okay, you double press it and you can see the values over here, right? Okay, okay, so only have 0 1 and 0.5 as the tick mark, and the remaining to be closed. The prices, the labels, the text, everything to be closed, only these three to be available. Okay, so this is the fib retracement. You press it and you drag it from the up to down, exactly from up to down. Okay, then when you go to 1 2 3 4 fifth option over here, you can find a price range over here. Okay, when you put this, when you calculate, and you have to click on this price range. Okay, click on this price range and you have to measure the body of the candle. Okay, body of the candle. After measuring the body of the candle, either from the top or either from the bottom, you have to calculate it. Okay, you have to calculate from the bottom to the top using this. So you can clearly see this particular instrument which were used for measuring is crossing the 50% mark. Okay, why I am saying 50% mark is, this is 0, this is 50%, this is 100%. Okay, so you can clearly see it's crossing the 50% mark. Now let me give you an example. Okay, okay, let me give you an example. Now again I'm going to mark the candle over here, just the candle, just the body of the candle, and now I am marking from the top. You can clearly see it is not crossing the 50% mark over here, right? It's not crossing 50% mark over here, either from here. If it's not crossing from the one side, it's not going to cross from the other side. Keep that in mind. Okay, you can clearly see this is the green line over here is the 50% mark, and it's not crossing the 50% mark over here. Okay, so now we can clearly say that it is a 50% candle. Same thing over here which we used as the indicator. So it's called 50% body candle. It doesn't matter who's the author of it. Everybody, every particular 50% body candle works absolutely fine. So you can actually choose it. Okay, let me show. Okay, let me show the 50% body candle. Okay, how it works. Okay, using the supply and demand concept. See, I'm going to show you the live examples of the market which we studied now. Okay, so if you look at here, we're in the 15 minutes of time frame. We also have multi time frame analysis. It's a small topic. Off topic, I'm going to teach you that. Okay, okay, see, this is a drop. Okay, let me change the color. Let me go for green and red. Green and red. Green and red. Okay, now I change the color of the candles. Okay, I'm gonna change the 50% to blue. Okay, see, if you can see now, you can easily see the 50% candles over here. Okay, see, the red candle is drop. Okay, the red candle over here is drop. You remember the four types of supply and demand, right? Rally based rally, rally based drop, drop based drop, drop based rally. You saw the four types. So when you compare this to the market, see, this is a drop. Okay, this is a drop, and you can see the blue candles over here, which is 50% candles. This is base. Okay, again you can see a rally over here. Okay, this is called reversal zone, drop, base, rally. Okay, when you mark the base, you only have to mark the base, not the rally candles. Okay, rally or drop candles cannot be marked until I'm going to teach you how, in which scenarios you can mark the drop candles or the rally candles, but until then you only have to choose base. Okay, you can clearly see I marked the entire candle of base. Once market has touched the base candle, market went towards the upside. Okay, market went towards the upside. So you can clearly get the idea of how drop base rally works. So I'm going to give you another example of drop base rally. Okay, so you can see here. Okay, this happened very recently. It's not a long time ago. It's 6th of January 2025. So we are at 10:24 today. So I hope the video will be out today itself, nothing to worry about. Okay, the main thing we are going to look for drop base rally or any four types of the supply and demand is when we mark the base candle, we need to have a gap between the base candle and the third candle. So it should be like 1, 2, 3. Say for example, we are having 3 candle over here. Okay, 3 candle over here. Okay, this is the first candle, this is the second candle, and this is the third candle. So you can clearly see there is a gap from the first candle to the third candle. It's going to be called imbalance. It's called imbalance. It's not going to be called, it's called imbalance. And I'm going to teach you a separate topic of imbalance and how it is very important in the market for me to take trades. Not only for me, for you guys also to take trades. Okay, so we have to look for a gap over here. You look, the blue candle is the base candle, the first candle is the base candle, the second candle is the rally candle, and the third candle is also a rally candle. Okay, okay, you can clearly see there is a gap. It doesn't matter how big the gap is or how small the gap is, the gap is the really big matter over here. Okay, it's called imbalance, and in the future classes I'm going to teach you. You can see after mitigating is nothing but the touching the order block. So this is called order block. So until we go to the topics of order block, we are going to call it as base candle. Okay, so once the base candle got touched or mitigated, market reversed up, right? Market reversed up. Okay, now again we're going to look for example of drop base rally. See, this red candle is drop because it didn't change color, and it is a huge volume of red candle or a drop candle. And this is base candle because it's a 50% candle. Okay, and then we also got a rally candle over here. Okay, rally candle over here. So we mark this candle over here like this, and you can clearly see once market touched this, it went up. Okay, it went up, right? So everywhere you look at it, it's the same scenario. Okay, it's the same scenario. So I'm gonna teach you how to choose the other two. So we look for drop base rally. Okay, now we're gonna look for the other examples too. Okay, okay. because it's in the live market, we have to look for the examples. So I'm actually in a trade now, so I'm looking for that too. Okay, okay, okay. Again, we have example over here for drop base rally. Okay, you look at here, drop base rally, and it went high. Okay, okay. Why am I not finding examples? It's very tough. Okay, I'm gonna go for 1 day. I'm gonna go for 1 day. I hope you guys understood. I'm erasing each and everything. Okay, okay. It's so tough, guys. Okay, okay. So look at this. Okay, this is drop. Okay, this is base. Okay, and this is again drop. Okay, so drop base drop. Okay, so we're going to mark the base candle like this. Okay, and you can see there are two types, two times market which touched over here. That doesn't matter, because we're going to look forward in the next sessions that whether we can take it when it's going to touch on the second time. We can, but I should explain you each and everything in the future, so please don't worry about it. So you can actually see that this worked. Okay, this worked. Okay, see, so you can see drop and gave a base. Okay, okay, see, market dropped, it gave a base, and next we have already another base. Okay, the next thing we have to look for is the gap between the base candle and the third candle from the base candle. Okay, 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 give me like 1 minute. Look at this. Okay, there is a gap, right? I'm gonna mark. See, you look at this, there is a minute gap, it doesn't matter, but there is a gap. So this is considered to be eligible for base candle. Okay, so once market enters here, we can look for sells. Look, can you see? Okay, it touched and it came down. So that's how you have to check for the market. Okay, believe me guys, it's tough. It's not like that we have a plenty of examples we can look it for in a smaller time frame, but it takes time. But when you look for the higher time frame, it's like hectic. I am going for 1 hour. Okay, I think I have to cancel this. Okay, okay. See, I have plenty of examples, but the main thing is it didn't touch. Okay, we have an example over here. Where did it go? Okay, yeah. Okay, if you can clearly see, okay, we have a rally candle over here. Okay, then we have a base candle over here. Okay, and then we have a drop candle over here, right? Rally, base, drop. So we mark the entire blue candle, right? We entire blue candle, which is the base candle over here. But you can see the previous examples which I showed you didn't consider of crossing this particular base candle, right? It was inside the base candle and it went down. But you can see this candle went up again, went towards the direction which we looked for, right? So if you ask me, can we look for this kind of trades, can we take this kind of trades? Yes, we do take this kind of trades, and this is This is going to be called confirmation entries. Without confirmation, we are not going to take any kind of trades in any kind of pairs. Okay, the rhyming was good. We are not going to take any kind of trades in any kind of pairs. Okay, keep that in mind. Okay, keep that in mind. But this worked. It gave you a risk reward of 1 is to 4 maybe. Okay, I'm going to teach you the risk reward ratio in the upcoming classes. It might be in the last class because I really want you guys to learn it. Okay, okay. Then when you look over here, let me find the examples. I think I am pretty clear on how this worked. Okay, okay. Now this, okay, let me show this. This is the rally candle. Okay, rally, and this both candle are base candle, right? But we cannot consider both the candles as, okay, both the candles as the base candle, but we can consider the last base candle as the base candle. Okay, this is called base. Okay, again we can find a rally over here. Okay, rally over here. This one is the rally because you can clearly see this is a big bar and this both candles are inside this big bar. Okay, but when you mark over here, we look for gap. So we can clearly see there is a gap between this candle and this candle. Okay, so it touched and it went top. So this is the rally based rally concept. Okay, so we learned about rally based rally, drop based drop. We learned about four types of supply and demand. We learned about supply and demand. We learned about how to market and where we can see there are plenty of examples, like see even here drop based rally, rally based drop, but you can clearly see that it all broke, right? It all broke, right? It all broke. You guys will have to stick in to me for a huge time for me to explain you guys how this is going to work. Okay, so it's not a single session topic of SMC for me to cover. It's a huge topic for me to cover. Okay, it's a huge topic for me to cover to you guys. Okay, you guys have to stick in every class, not just now, maybe in the upcoming class too, for me to explain. This is just the first topic which took a huge amount of time. Let's say we had a class of 42 minutes, and I'm damn sure it's gonna, some classes might also go up to 3 hours, 4 hours. You guys have to stick in with me to just understand how I take trades and how I actually do trading. Okay, so I hope you guys understand. This is Rio from Rio Academy. We are going to meet again in the upcoming classes. So if you guys have any doubts, you can comment below. I can help you out with it. I do also have personal sessions, but it's not off topic. It's the same topic which I am going to teach in YouTube. Nothing is going to change from the YouTube topic to the personal training topic, but you need one-on-one class. You can comment below. I'm gonna get in touch with you. Okay, so this is Rio from Rio Academy. Thank you for joining. Goodbye for now.